Hey guys, Drew with Because Jiu-Jitsu here. We're going to go over 3 different ways to get out of 3 different guillotine chokes. And you're going to notice the theme in all of these is going to be preemptive. Alright, we want to make sure they don't get too deep on these things before we start reacting. But apart from that, we're going to give some good reactions that will not only prevent getting guillotine choked, but also give you a good way to get into a better position at the same time. So the first one here we're going to go over is a standing guillotine choke. You may not run across it very often if you're always starting on your knees. Sometimes though, people will stand you up in a guillotine, and other times people will clinch with you and grab your head and put you in a guillotine. And you've got to take that seriously. They're going to try to take your throat off. So, my partner got me in a guillotine choke here. I screwed up. First thing I want to do, like most guillotine defenses, is get at least one hand to that choking arm to pull down for all I'm worth. That'll take me a little bit of the strain off my throat and buy me a bit of time to work. Never forget to do that. Once I've got some pressure down here, Lucas is trying to choke me. I'm going to take this free arm and bring it over top of his head and back down. Now I'm going to let go of my defensive arm on his throat to connect my own and stand and twist like this, putting my own cranking guillotine choke on. Okay, this not only puts him in choke danger, but it also takes him so out of position that his choke is no longer effective. One more time. He's choking. I start defending. I come over, make a connection, stand straight, and start lifting. If they don't react fast enough, if they don't take it seriously, you can finish that choke yourself, which is great to get not only a defense, but an attack right off of it. So our second one we're going to go over today is from a front headlock position, where they've sprawled me out. Either I was shooting for their legs or I scrambled up and they got over top of me, chest down, they're holding my head and arm, and they start attacking my throat. He's got one under, he goes to attack it with an arm out. I need to immediately address this with both hands. I'm going to get 2-on-1 on this and pull down. Again, just taking some strain off our throat to allow us to work. Once I've got 2-on-1, I'm going to heavily drop my shoulder that's inside here over top of the connected hands that he put together here, like this, dropping heavy. I'm going to take this one from the outside and swim through and come up and turn a corner here. We're going to end up in a position commonly referred to as dog fight, where he's just got a whizzer on me essentially. He's overhooking my underhook. So if you don't play dogfight position very often and don't know what to do from here, there's a few very good options that you can hit. We aren't going to go into deep detail, but I like to, once I get here, if I can limp arm, swing this around and take a turtle position, start fighting for the back or the top. Other options, we're here, maybe I can't limp arm, he's holding too heavily on that. I can reach through, pick his wrist, and topple him over, taking the top. Another easy one is I can cup the top of his head and force him to roll, taking the top. Another one here is I can reach through and pick a far knee here and force a top position. So there's lots of ways you can use that dogfight. It's definitely worth trying to force yourself into that position if you know what to do from there. Our third and final choke defense that we're going to be going over is going to be from close guard. So, our opponent has us in close guard and they come up and take our throat here. Now, we need to take this seriously when they do this, okay? This is not just screwing around. If they drape their arm over my head, the only thing they want is this choke. So again, we're going to take a hold of that hand immediately, and he has to fall back to get this. I'm going to follow him and drive in like this. I'm tripoding up heavy on my shoulder that's on his chest so that he can't really make a connection to his other hand. It's going to be very difficult to reach through and make that connection. In the short time that it took me to get here, I'm going to take my other free hand over here and swim through underneath myself to make that connection. I call this a handshake. I'm going to connect into his hand before he can, so he can't. Now that I've got his connection, he can't choke me with that arm anymore. I'm going to post with my free hand. I'm going to push back and push this off at the same time, like so. Again, the opponent comes up, drapes my head. I got to follow him down. I'm grabbing this, he goes down, and immediately I put pressure in and I make that handshake. Okay, it's all happening at the same time. We don't want to take any breaks in between here. Once I've got that handshake, I know I can let go with this hand, post, I'm going to push back and bring this off my throat, posturing and fighting for the close guard again. Hope those help. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.